This video game contains anime references, waifus, husbandos, and more. Viewer discretion is genki desu. It's got my attention. Holy shit, this has actually got my attention. I'm sorry, I'm just genuinely surprised by that. If you know me outside of YouTube, or have even been on my channel for a while now, then it's no secret that I like anime. I like it a lot. Don't give me that look. Liking anime is in these days. It is still in, right? Don't answer that. The point is, Eternights surprised me. I remember seeing a trailer for it at the Game Awards last year, or maybe it was one of the PlayStation showcases or something like that. I don't know. I think it was something PlayStation related. I'm drawing a blank. I just remember a PlayStation card showing it. Anyway, when I saw it, I thought, oh look, a B-tier anime game. Looks fun, but also looks really generic. Not a bad thing, but certainly not a thing that I'd be willing to pick up when it drops. Well, while I can't say I'd pick it up on its September release date, I can say that I kind of do want to pick it up in general. Why is that? I'll explain. So the game isn't a lot to look at, first of all. It's very AA in its presentation, and frankly, it's very AA in its gameplay. AA isn't an issue for me though, since I find something charming about low-budget games. But man, just from the demo alone, I can say that this game is punching above its weight just a little bit. Let's start with the premise. In Eternights, you play as a self-insert character. Literally, just fill in your name or whatever name you think will suit him. He even dresses like a self-insert character, honestly. He has that Hank Hill cosplay going on. Anyway, the whole deal going on at the beginning of the game is that your friend Chani, I'm assuming it's pronounced Chani, wants to help you with your dating profile app so that you can get a little some. But, you know, it couldn't be me, by the way. I have to fight the ladies off of me every day just going outside to take out the trash. Bow before me, peasants. Okay, I lied, I'm lonely, please help. The voice acting is surprisingly good, and that just goes to show how low of an expectation I had of this game when going into the demo. The dialogue is also just very, very funny. Much funnier than it has any right to be.
See that depressing, tiny little dot? That's you! I've seen your dot, buddy.
And honestly, for a self-insert character, you can give him quite the personality with some of the snarky remarks you can make, even in the direst of circumstances.
Dude, are you alright? Your arm! Dude, we stole a lot of porn from my grandpa. You need to be more specific. Of course I remember. It was disgusting. You threw that away, right? Dude, I didn't know you were that into it.
Seriously though, points for making me really want to choose the unhinged options. That's definitely one of the things I had a hearty laugh at. That said, it's definitely not all funs and games though, because this game is kind of creepy. Yeah, that kind of shocked me too. Not because it was necessarily scary or terrifying, but when I saw the trailer at the PlayStation thing originally, I figured it was going to be more in the lines of something I'd expect from Compile Hard or Idea Factory, which can make serious games themselves, but they're often offset by how silly they can be, rather than really serious. This game would technically fall under that same category, but it just has a different vibe to it. Firstly, this game is developed and self-published by Studio Sai, and according to Steam, this is their first title. I just checked their website actually, and this is indeed their first title. GG guys, seriously. I love seeing new devs out here in the streets. What's up? Back to the creepy stuff though. Again, I wasn't surprised by the blood and gore so much as I was surprised by the atmosphere. Obviously, it's not pure horror. It's not trying to necessarily scare you, at least not in my opinion, not with what they've shown in the demo thus far. It's not Dead Space, it's not Silent Hill, it's not Resident Evil, or anything I would really classify as genuine horror. But even then, due to its kind of creepy and occasionally overdramatic style and the designs of the creatures that you fight, it does have a unique air to it. Like, the general tone is these characters are legitimately freaked the fuck out, and although they are joking sometimes, and you can pick the sillier options to offset things, there's still this weight in the air that everyone around you is expendable. Like, I expected, spoiler alert, I expected Shawnee to bite it in this demo, like immediately, if that's the direction they were going, but he didn't. And he became a character that I thought was just going to be completely one note to one that I'm like, you're still one note, but you're okay one note. He's a fun character to bounce dialogue off of, in other words. He genuinely feels like he's been your friend for a while. And by the way, the unique air that I'm referring to is one that I haven't really felt out of a AA game since the likes of Tokyo Xanadu EX Plus or even Dusk Diver. Heck, Dusk Diver had similar vibes at points, but it didn't quite hit the same mark because they leaned more on the lighthearted nature of it versus this game where people are straight up dying and stuff. You're just making light of it on occasion. I guess what I'm saying is if Dusk Diver is a shonen, then this is also a shonen that is edgier, but not so edgy that it feels embarrassingly edgy. It is completely self-aware of what it is and operates in that space. Also, side note, I will be playing the second game, Dusk Diver 2 one of these days. I already own it, it's just a matter of time. Anyway, let's talk about how Eternights plays. This is honestly the part where Eternights falters for me, at least in the demo. It's a hack and slash game, and it doesn't give a lot of variety in that department. With that said, I don't want to harp on that too much since this is a demo out of a $30 game. And again, more importantly, it's a demo, so I don't expect them to give me the fully fleshed out combat here. It's just, with how it starts, it feels like it could use more, and likely in the full game, I'm assuming here, there will be a lot more to it. All you're left with right now in this demo is your standard not 4-hit, more like 5 or 6 hit combo and I won't call it a finisher, but a final hit and an elemental ability of some sort. It's a little tricky to describe, but essentially you have your combo, you have your final hit of your combo, and you have a special ability. It's very standard, is all I'm really saying. But again, this could still surprise me. I thought the combat in Scarlet Nexus was stiff in the beginning too when I was playing as Kasane. Then by mid-game, the way I was playing completely changed. Then by the end of the game, the way I played also completely changed. I know that's from a studio with a much bigger budget, but all I'm really trying to say is, when it comes to character action games, I try not to harshly judge the combat based off of the first few hours, because 9 times out of 10, it's going to flesh out into something completely different by the end of the game. So I'm holding out hope that Eternights does similar in one way or another. All in all, Eternights is a surprise title for me that I was not expecting to get my attention in the slightest. But there it is. Will this be a day one purchase for me? Heck no, Starfield drops earlier that month and I don't even know if I'll get Armored Core 6 done by then. Not to mention that Alan Wake 2, which I'll also review, and Spider-Man 2 are coming in October, so yeah, Eternights will have to be on the waiting list. But damn, at least it's actually on that list. I was not expecting it to be. So if anything I've mentioned or shown thus far has made you even a little bit interested in Eternights, then you can find it on PC, PS4, and PS5 for $30. And with that, it's a dating sim too. Yeah, I'm well aware of that. Why didn't I talk about it? Because the demo has none of those elements in it aside from teaching you about how your responses will affect your social standing with people. But if I decide to review it after it drops, then I'll be sure to cover it. In the meantime, look forward to more reviews in the future. Be it full reviews, the TUS reviews, or the Give It a Whirls. I might also actually bring back my discussion and retrospective videos too. And with that, I hope you all have enjoyed your stay. I'm TUSDarryl, and I'll catch you later. Bye!